Okay, this is part 2 of project 2. We are in Inkscape and we are going to import our Roundbox SVG file. So go up here to File, Import, grab the Roundbox SVG file that we exported from 123D Design. And so you can see we're going to have to change, just like in the last video, the last project I should say. We're going to have to change the stroke to from blue to red. So we'll do that first, and that way we know all of that is going to be cut. We have to ungroup this, and so I want to look at my stroke style again, and it's 0.189, which is fairly normal when I export from 123D Design. So I'm going to keep our sizes, and so we're going to go up to Path, Break Apart, and there we go. You can see all of those pieces have broken apart. And so the first thing I'm going to do is group our top and bottom circles. So I'm just going to highlight over that and press Control G to group that all together. So now all of these will stick together basically. Because if we tried to move something like this, you can see all these pieces are individually put together. Excuse me, not linked together. they're individual pieces, and so we'll just highlight over all of that and press Control G, and now that's all grouped together. And so these they're fairly large, and so we got I think we said what, 200 millimeters by 200 millimeters for these top and bottom pieces. And so we're not going to really be able to cut all of these pieces on the bed at the same time. And so generally in this sort of situation, I'll just export, I'll save each piece as its own file. So we'll start, we'll just delete this and we'll delete that, and then I can select this and go to, let's see here, Align and Distribute, and I'm going to change the distribution to page, and then I'm going to center it on the page, and then I'm going to go ahead and go down to the document properties, and let's see here, under page, oh, where do we want to be here? Yeah, resize page to content, and then resize drawing or selection. So we can export this all as one file. So we're going to save, that's the top piece because it has the center circle cut out. So I'm just going to go Save As, and then we'll call this Round Box Top. Okay, that's good. And then we can Control Z our way back to bring our pieces back, and then we can get rid of this piece and this piece, and then we'll do the same thing with our bottom piece here. We will align and distribute. We actually don't have to align and distribute here. We can just go to the document properties and resize the page to the drawing. And so that is going to be our bottom piece. And so we'll go File, Save As, Round Box, BOT, BOT for bottom. And that's good. We'll press Control Z, Control Z, Control Z until we get back there to this slat piece, and we'll delete the bottom. And so with the slats, remember we have 26 slats that we need, and the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to select it, I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to bring off the duplicated copy, and then we're going to go into our edit nodes, and I'm going to take this node here, and we're going to go up here to break path and delete that node. And so you can see now, if we delete this node, that should get rid of our line, and then we can select it bring this right up here, nestled up to this one, and that's going to give us two pieces with one cut line in between. And so I can take this copy, this piece, duplicate it, bring it down for a third, duplicate it, bring it down for a fourth, duplicate it, bring it down for a fifth, and a lot of times I will, I'll try to even up the pieces that I might be working with when they're repetitious like that. So we have 26 pieces, and so we could do 5 groups of 5 and then have one. We could do 2 groups of 13, which is kind of odd, but that might just be the thing to do. How do I want to do that? I think what we'll do is, let's say 5. If we import, let's see, I saved that into some oddball place. I probably did. I probably put it in one of these shelving folders. Yeah, I sure did. So we'll take the round box top, we'll import that back in here just for a minute, and you can see we almost can get those 5 pieces inside. I think we can. We can probably at least get 4 of them. Let me just try to, yeah, we can get 5 pieces inside there. So since we're going to be cutting out this circle in the middle of our top piece of the round box, we can actually fit 5 of these slats inside, and that's going to help us not waste as much material. But if you wanted to save this round piece and use it for part of another project, then maybe you wouldn't want to do this. But if I take and put 5 pieces with this, that will leave me with 21 pieces, which I could do 3 rows of 7, or a row of 10 and a row of 11, something like that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these 5 in here, and well, first we'll resize the page to selection, and then I'm going to go File, Save As, and yeah, I'm in this cabinet. So this is our top piece with 5. So I'm going to go top, W5. So top with 5 slats. That's what that's going to stand for. And so we'll save that, and then I'll delete the top piece here, and so I'll continue on with these 5. And so now I need 21. I can do, like I said, I can do 3 rows of 7. I can do a row of 10 and a row of 11, and that will give us all our 26 pieces when when it's all said and done. So I think I'll do that. I will, let's see, I'll take these 4, and duplicate. So that's going to give us 9, and we'll duplicate 1 more, and that'll give us 10. And then we can take this and duplicate it, bring this over here, and so we'll make it a row of 10 and a row of 11. So there's our row of 11. And like I said, you can do this any way you want. You can break it up into smaller segments, or you can do them one at a time if you've got a bunch of scrap material that you just want to reuse, and you can get maybe one or two slats at a time out of that. But I think this will do. And I could go ahead and really trim off all of these sides like we did with this one side, so that we don't, and we could nestle these right up together, so we don't get a lot of wasted material. But really, at this point, I don't think it's worth it. You may disagree. You may want to do that. I just don't think it's worth the time. So I'm just going to group this group of 10, and I'm going to group this group of 11, and then we can put them fairly close, but not touching. And so it would save a little wear and tear on the machine as far as not having to make all of those excess cut lines, just if we nestled these up together. And it would save a little bit of material, but I think it's not going to really be worth our time to do that. You can do that if you want. I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to save this right here as its own file, and I'm going to say round box slats 21. And so I've got 21 slats here, and I've got 5 slats with the top of the round box. We'll save that. And so now I've got 3 files to cut. This file here, the top with the 5 slats, and then the bottom piece by itself. And so they'll all be cut one after the other. And that's how we can put together our round box. And yeah, so some good news is I've got the YouTube channel verified, so I can actually make longer than 15-minute videos, which is going to help. So I can start putting an entire project together instead of having to split them up into 2 or 3 segments. And so that'll be good, and we'll do some more. And what I'm going to probably end up doing is, instead of making a project video, putting all that together, and then doing the cut, what I'm probably going to do is do 2, 3, 4, maybe more projects, and then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and have like a cut day where we'll take some or all of the projects we've done previously, and then we'll just have that cut day where we'll cut them out and we'll show the finished product to some degree. And maybe we'll get some input from you guys if you want, if that sounds like a good idea, or if you'd rather see each project cut out. I can probably do that. It might slow down the progress of making projects. Maybe I'll only put out 1 or 2 a week, depending on what kind of time I can put into it. But like I said, once I get the machine set up, I'd like to just do a cut day where I'm maybe cutting out 4 or 5 projects, and we'll upload that all into one video, and put that together maybe in a nice 20-30 minute video. I'm not sure how long it would be. It could be an hour, where we can do all the projects at once. And so if you want to give me some input on that, I'd sure appreciate it. And again, thank you for coming to visit, and comment, rating, and subscribing. And until the next project, we'll catch you later. Bye.